y'all. Oh goodness, today I decided to have L&L Hawaiian BBQ because it's just one of my favorite things to have. And I also had an ulterior motive. I got a whole bunch of chicken. You know, being lazy, you know, lazy fat. Not really lazy so much as I just wanted to make cooking easier for myself, so I got extra chicken to go on my jambalaya, and I hope it's good. The last time I made it for my friend, I used grilled chicken breasts that I got from Albertsons. Dang it! Why is this so hard? I don't want to cut. Open, open, open. Oh, there we go. That might be it. That's it. But I got food to eat, and I also got the chicken. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Redonkulous. Candy, just get the scissors. Just get the freaking scissors. OMG. It didn't have to be so hard. Got some Katsu sauce. This is something I ordered to eat. This is something I ordered to eat. Oh. This. Some fries. Oh man. They gave me the cabbage with all of the chicken too. Ooh, and there's my barbecue beef sandwich. Okay, well that's cool. That's cool. Let's see, I'll just take it out and show y'all what it is. I got 8 pieces of the barbecue chicken. And it's really pretty. Put it to you that way. And it's grilled and it's kind of teriyaki, and I'm like, it's gonna taste really freaking good in my jambalaya. I mean, you know, get a look at that chicken. So I'm like, you know, it was either that or I was thinking of doing like El Pollo Loco for the chicken, but I was like, you know what? I really want to eat some L&L Hawaiian BBQ. But all of this chicken right here, and it's probably way too much chicken too. And I'm gonna cut up as much as I think I need to go in there. Actually, let me move it over to my extra table, on my work table. Oh, and it's so hot it's melted the styrofoam a little bit. Yeah, that's not cool. But it is what it is. Oh man, that's gonna be a good jambalaya. The grilled chicken was good in it, but it was like really overcooked around the edges. And I was like, not so great. Oh, and I got some chicken katsu. Chicken katsu. Barbecue beef sandwich. And their sandwiches are so pretty. So pretty. Let me put the scissors back. Spam musubi. I love spam musubi. This goes with my chicken katsu. And I got a large fountain drink, because I just wanted a soda really bad. I don't know what kind I got. I forgot. I still don't know what kind I got. Will this tell me? Oh, I got a brisk iced tea. Okay. Don't taste like... Yes, it does taste a little like iced tea. It's like really sweet and fruity, but maybe it's supposed to taste fruity. Fruity tooty. And I got French fries. And I didn't get no ketchup. I didn't get no ketchup. Okay. I'm just gonna start eating. Because I'm really freaking hungry. It's like really late right now. I'm gonna put that on the ground. Oh, it's really late. I didn't get up till after 5. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Took me 2 hours to get ready. So I haven't eaten a bite. That fry was my first bite of food. Oh, it's so hot. I'm gonna move my Katsu over. My Katsu's taking the place of chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets is my Hawaiian fast food. Ooh. It's really saucy. Oh, so good. Crispy. The outside of the fries is really crispy. Okay. Probably can't hear that. I hear it. The insides are so good. L&L has good fries. And I had the option to get gravy fries, but I didn't want gravy. Because I had Katsu sauce. Spam musubi. Musubi. People always try to correct me on how to say it, but the only times I ever hear anybody say it, it sounds the same as what I'm saying. Musubi. Musubi. Whatever. I like the Spam the best. The Spam is my favorite. The end piece. All right, now my favorite thing to order from L&L is their beautiful barbecue beef sandwich. Oh God, it's so juicy. But look at the lettuce and the tomato and the big hunk of onion. That's a lot of onion, y'all. But somehow with this sandwich, it works. And I don't mind it at all. Oh, this is a really juicy one. The sauce is like in the bottom of the container. I have to move that. Mmm. 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 Oh my God. Mmm. 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 Oh man. This is one of my favorite sandwiches right now. Absolutely one of my favorites. Mmm. 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 Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Their barbecue beef is delicious. It's a little fatty sometimes, but the flavor is just phenomenal. Good fries. Wow. So Susan and I have been watching some new shows. Well, after we finished the Circle finale, we were left with a couple of shows that we had been watching. We finished Willow. And we've been working on this show on Disney as well as Willow called National Treasures, something, whatever. It's a National Treasures series. You know, National Treasures is the movie with Nick Cage and he steals the Declaration of Independence. It's all about treasure hunters and whatnot. Well, it's actually a decent show. I like it. And on Hulu, I finally gave in and let the Hulu live TV, because there's a lot of times that there's something that we want to watch and we look it up and it's nowhere to be found except Hulu Live. So I'm like, you know, F that. I want to watch, you know, whatever I want to watch. And it's basically like paying for cable TV, which I don't pay Cox for cable TV. I pay for internet. So I honestly don't mind giving Hulu the money for the cable TV because, you know, Cox is a pain in the butt sometimes. I pay top tier for crummy internet. But anyway, it opened up a few shows to us that I've been wanting to see. There was one on CBS called The Real Love Boat. We love crummy, you know, well, trashy reality romance TV. And so far, that's been a really fun show. We like it. And it's weird because we started watching RuPaul's Drag Race, which it starts at like season 2. Like, what happened on season 1 that Hulu didn't want to buy it? I don't know. But anyway, it's really good. And, you know, we started out having to watch commercials and stuff because it forces you to watch commercials with the Hulu Live TV. You know, I've got no ads on everything, but you can't get no ads on the live TV part. So we start watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and it's got all the ads, and now we don't have to see ads, so maybe it moved it just to the regular Hulu, which is cool because it's a fun show. And I love drag shows. I mean, I've not been to a live drag show, and I will definitely be doing that one of these days. But shows like that, well, started watching that show Dragula. You know, the next. It's basically just like RuPaul's Drag Race, but with horror drag. Which is so much fun. Mm. 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 What else? We're watching a bunch of other stuff. Mm. Mm. Oh, man. Mm. Oh, that beef. Mm. 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 Oh, that was a really gristly piece, like a big piece. Oh, I wanted to kind of pull it out, but I didn't. That couldn't have been attractive. That's the thing about this barbecue beef. It's like sometimes you get a piece that's like really, really freaking attached. Mmm. And while it's absolutely delicious, it can be a little bit difficult to eat. Mm. 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 I freaking love it though. Oh, y'all. Mm. Oh. I need to pause for a minute. Ooh. Pause. Okay. Whew. Lord. My sinuses were acting up. Like, what the heck? Mm. 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 These are good fries. Mm. I don't think I'll finish them though. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, wow, I love the taste of that Spam so much. Mm. It's funny. I mean, I love Spam. I mean, I'll slice some Spam and fry it up. Mm. 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 But even this thin slice, just the flavor like really pops next to the rice and the nori. And that little bit of sauce, and I'm still not completely, oh, eyes water. And I'm still not completely sure what that sauce is. I don't think, it doesn't taste like teriyaki, but it might be. Mm. Mmm. Mmm. But I freaking love it. Mm. If any place has Spam musubi, nine times out of 10, I'm gonna order it. And I kind of prefer this kind, where it's just the one layer of rice with the Spam. Okay. But sometimes you'll have like 2 layers of rice with the Spam in the middle. And then they'll add like the furikake. Y'all know what I'm saying. The little seaweed flakes in there. Mm. And while those are okay, this is more simple and just rice, nori, sauce, and Spam. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Just love it. Love it, love it. Mm. 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 The chicken katsu isn't something I order very often, but when I do, I always love it. Oh. Mm. 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 Don't you hate it? Like when you take a bite of something, and your teeth squeak. It's like it's such an intense, like, bite that your teeth squeak together. It's weird. I hate that feeling. I'm like, oh. Mm. And it's like a nails on the chalkboard kind of feeling for me. Mm. 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 Mm, man. Mm. 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 With all the little baby crispy fries. Mm. 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 The heck? Mm. Seriously? Uber Eats got to send me like 4 notifications. I got it. Hey, 40% off a $20 convenience order. So if I ordered like from 7-Eleven, $20 worth of 7-Eleven, I could get it for, fuck, I don't know. What's 40% of $20? My math stinks. I need to use a calculator for that. But, excuse me. Like $8? Fresh napkin. I love my barbecue beef. The heck? I got Crispies on my dress. Want some Crispies? Okay. Oh. Holy cow. All that time I was eating I hadn't even got to the onion and tomato. Lame. What I need to know, where do they buy their onions? No, that's a good onion. I mean, it's a lot, but man, I try to order like the Vidalia type sweet onions. I never get them. They always send me a pungent, hot ass yellow onion. Oh, that bite of beef. It was like very like, how to describe it? Gristly, well, fatty, and it was all kind of stuck together. So trying to chew it up and then swallow a little bit at a time wasn't actually working. So you swallow a little bit and it's still kind of attached. That's such a weird feeling. And then you're like, oh shoot. And you're trying to swallow a little more and it's still like attached. And oh, freaking delicious though. Worth it. Worth it. You know, and I haven't tried their barbecue cheeseburger or burger. I'm wondering if it has the same flavor, but not the same problem. But I love the taste of this so much. I'm like, it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh gosh. This is so good. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. 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 Oh my God. Mm. 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 It's a whole slice of onion. Like a whole slice. And it doesn't overpower anything. It just works well with the tomato and mayonnaise and whatever else is on there. And I always get it with everything. And it's like, what all is everything? Mm. Mm. Let's see. Let me write my order. Mm. Oh, continue. Everything is absolutely delicious. So happy. I'm giving everything a thumbs up and taking all the boxes. Good portions, tasty, perfect temperature, fresh, nice presentation. I'm even going to do that for the barbecue chicken that I'm not eating yet. That's going in my jambalaya. How is Rock's service? That's an interesting name. Hey. It didn't let me do nothing. It just let me give a thumbs up. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, submit. Anyway. I'd already given him a decent tip, so that's good. Y'all. 13 items. $77.96. Tip was right at $14, so it's not too bad. And it's like 20%. But I got 8 pieces of barbecue chicken with that order for tomorrow or the next day or whenever I decide to cook my jambalaya. But I've got, I think it's Hillshire Farms andouille sausage. So that's going to be good. I've got actual andouille sausage. I mean, I hope it's good. I usually get, ooh, shit. Sorry. I usually get their regular, like, pork sausage, smoked sausage. But I saw Albertsons had andouille, so I'm like, okay. I'm gonna try that. Y'all, I really want to finish my food here, but I'm coming to the point where I need to stop. And in all honesty, I kind of want to save a little snack for later. A little snack for later. I'm less likely to eat. Okay. With a little bit of snack from dinner later, I'm less likely to like snack on a lot of candy or whatever. I've been buying licorice, like a lot of licorice. Like big bag of licorice, which is one of my favorite candies. Towards the end of last week, I got a like 2.5 pound bag of licorice flavored saltwater taffy. And I mean, it was a big bag, and I'm down to about that much left. You know, like 30 pieces of saltwater taffy a day. Like, that's not good. But if I'm snacking on something like that, a little bit less likely to snack on like cakes or chips or whatever, which I don't even have in the house. Thank goodness. I've got the stuff to make s'mores. Okay, and that's going to be kind of a surprise for you guys. I haven't touched any of it. I'll open it fresh in front of y'all so y'all know I haven't touched it. But my bag of marshmallows is up in my pantry. I gotta get them down from the pantry, and then I'll be ready to do a video with it. And I have just bought, and it's on the floor right now that I'm going to open in a minute, a little black tablecloth to cover this. So, I'm not going to give it away how I'm going to do it. But anyway, that's going to be a surprise video. And that's going to come out pretty soon as well. So I want to cook my jambalaya for y'all. And I want to make some s'mores for y'all. And that'll be a couple of fun videos. I'm looking forward to my air fryer coming and some of the dinners that I'm going to make with that. I want to put some chicken in my air fryer. Put some chicken in there. I'm sure it'll be good. I don't want to do a whole chicken, but I want to do like chicken thighs or something like that. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. With a couple of side dishes or something. And kind of take me back to my roots, like when I first started learning to cook for myself and my husband, ex-husband, way back in the day. You know, I didn't spend a lot of time in the kitchen as a kid and as a teenager. You know, my grandmother kind of tried to teach me to cook a little bit, and my mama kind of tried to teach me to cook a little bit, but I didn't care about none of that. I was out in the yard messing around. I was in the tool shed with my granddaddy building things, learning how to do electrical work and piping work. I mean, he had me with all these different tools, like fitting pipe together, and I was making like little sculptures out of pipe. That was crazy stuff. Oh man. Oh, I miss my granddaddy. He'd have me working out in the yard, cutting grass, raking leaves, raking grass after it was cut. He had me in the garden, you know, hoeing and tilling, and he didn't like to let me till, because for some reason I'd get like off, you know, I couldn't stay in a straight line. The thing would like pull me, because I wasn't that big as a kid. Wasn't nearly as big as I am now. You know, I was talking to Susan last night. We were watching some of the physical, like, competition type stuff in some of the shows that we've been watching. And, you know, I was like, on my best day, I wouldn't have the stamina or the agility to do stuff like that. You know, my smallest weight that I remember as a teenager, okay, as like a high school teenager, I got down to like 180 at some point before I kind of went off the deep end and went to the mental hospital for a little while. I gained 40 pounds in the mental hospital. I was 220 when I came out of there. I was 180 when I went in, and it was because of, you know, binge purge kind of stuff. You know, I would binge for a few days, and then I would just like starve for a few days. You know, it was kind of a weird balance thing for me. But in the starve period, I was on these, you know, how they talk about the fen. Well, I was on the phentermine at that time, and I was only 15, so it was really messing with me. I mean, I had a pretty severe, you know, eating issue at that time, but I was like starving myself to the point where I was blacking out at school. I mean, I was like blacking out, passing out, falling down, and not too long after that, I just kind of went into this spiral and ended up going to the mental hospital for some very messed up, like, unaliving type issues, you know. So I'm in the mental hospital, and they put me, you know, first of all, I'm in there for depression and stuff like that. But then they put me on this eating disorder program, where they were trying to like teach me how to eat better and stuff like that. And for some reason, when that happened, my mind flipped. And rather than going with the program, I started rebelling. I started doing the sneaky eating thing. Because that's what I did when I was a little kid. You know, I would sneak and eat to the point where my grandparents would put locks on the cabinets. they put a chain around, like, they like put up like a padlock type situation on the refrigerator so I couldn't open it, you know. So when I had access to the food, I would steal the food and hide it in my room, you know, and then I would eat the food and hide the remnants like under my bed and stuff. I mean, and you know, there were issues, like serious issues with that, with me for a long time. So it's like, I'm not going to hide and eat now. I mean, if I'm going to eat it, it's going to be, I don't care. Y'all see what I got. You know, I see comments all the time that, well, she ate a whole bunch before, you know. It's like, no, I don't typically eat before mukbang because I want to be able to eat as much as I can for you guys. But I'm going to eat this later, you know. I say I'm not going to eat all these fries, but they're very delicious. And even though they're cold, they're still delicious. And they have a nice texture. So I will probably nibble on those. And I might still have some candy later. Hopefully I don't eat enough to make myself sick like I've been doing. But yeah, the sneaky eating, that was my thing. That was my thing when I was a kid. It was bad. It was bad. But anyway, when I was in the mental hospital, I ended up gaining weight because of this, like, need to rebel, you know. They're trying to tell me what to do, and I didn't like it, you know. So anytime snack time came around, you know, they would leave like some, like, you know, the little cartons of milk, and they'd be cookies or, you know, cold cuts and cheese and things like that at snack time. And you know, people would finish and they would go out of the room, and I would just start pounding it. You know, I would pound it. It was horrible. And even in the eating disorder group, we would have like group outings and things. You know, I would try to manipulate the situation so we would go somewhere that I wanted to eat, that I was like having a craving for or whatever. So we'd end up going, one place I remember in particular that we went was Taco Bell. And even though I didn't order like a whole lot of food, even though I ordered like a taco salad, they don't have the taco salads anymore. I mean, when's the last time you've seen like a taco salad with the shell and then the salad stuff all in the middle, you know, with the meat and the, you know, everything? And it's like, I miss that from Taco Bell. And I don't even know if they have a salad at all at Taco Bell anymore. But it kind of makes me want to look around at local Mexican restaurants to see if they have the taco salad in the shell. I don't think that would travel very well though, you know, delivery wise. You know, by the time it gets there, the bottom would probably be soggy. It'd be falling apart anyway. So anyway, but yeah, so I gained 40 pounds in 6 weeks in the hospital. I don't even know where I got that, where did I start with that little story, but that was a part of my life. I was 15 when that happened, you know, and I went in all depressed and you know, having family issues with my situation at that time with my grandparents. You know, and it wasn't just them, it was my mom too. You know, she was like MIA and stuff. Well, you know how that goes. But it was for the best, you know, and I was just a dumb kid. I didn't realize that it was for the best, you know, because anytime I stayed with my mother, I was exposed to really horrible stuff. Okay, sex, drugs, abuse. I mean, not me being abused, but seeing my mother being abused, you know. Just seeing that kind of stuff and hearing the language and the yelling and, you know, and then, ugh. So, you know what? People give me crap all the time about just letting my kids go, but It was for the best. I mean, the world that I had to enter, I didn't have any choice. I didn't have anywhere else to go. But the world that I entered once I left their lives, and I left their lives because I was already a danger to them. You know, with the mental health stuff that I have going on, you know, this is why I don't want to be around other people even. You know, I get really irritated around other people. And sometimes it's really difficult for me to maintain my composure, you know. And it's only if I'm pushed, though. I mean, fortunately, the friends that I have right now, you know, like Susan, I mean, when I was living with Susan and Thomas was different because he'd had a stroke. He wasn't the same person that pushed me, you know, poke, you know, because that's kind of what narcissists do, you know. They'll poke until you're blowing up, and then they act like it was all you, you know. It's like, excuse me, but I asked you to please stop. Please leave me alone. You know, I'm getting angry. I'm getting upset. I'm not going to be able to, you know, keep it together very much longer. But poke. You know, keep poking the bear until they explode. And then, you know, oh, you're crazy. It's your fault. You know, you did that. It's like, you know, if you'd have just left me alone when I asked you to. C'est la vie. That's the past. It's history. And I'm so thankful. You know, but yeah, Thomas he's a different person now, so, but anyway, I didn't have those kinds of issues, you know, after that, and me and Susan, we're like best friends, you know. I love her so much. She's been, and she still is, I mean, she's just kind of my rock right now. You know, I think we can kind of be that for each other, you know. But yeah, so my mental health has been much improved in the last several years, last few years, whatever. But anyway, I was a danger to my kids at the time. You know, people around me would circumstances, issues, whatever. I mean, I was in really bad shape mentally. And if Thomas hadn't taken me out of that environment, I'd probably be dead, or I'd be in prison. I really should have went back to the mental hospital, though. You know, I think that's where I would have done better. You know, I should have went back in the hospital for a while. But, you know, the life that Thomas gave me, you know, I'll be forever grateful. I wouldn't be here in front of you guys without that influence, if I hadn't made those choices. But for my kids, leaving them with their grandparents was the best thing that I could have ever done for them. And I love them, and, you know, they struggle with their mental health stuff too. And they struggle with life. But, you know, everybody does, you know. I mean, I can't say that, you know, I can't look back and say that they would have been any better off with me than without me. And it was a mutual decision between myself and their grandparents for me just to exit completely. Until they were like teenagers and on Facebook and looking around, and then they found me. And we, you know, developed a relationship after that, and I'm very thankful for that. Over a decade, I've been in touch with them, and we have a relationship of sorts. But I kind of wish my grandparents would have done that with me, but my mother always kept coming around because they were her parents, and she needed them from time to time, so they were there for her as much as possible. But there was abuse there too. You know, my grandfather, he had his issues as well, you know. He was very controlling, very dominant. You know, he was like the boss of everything. And where I idolized him as a kid, as a teenager, we butted heads. Like, severely butted heads. You know, it just kind of runs in the family. You know, the mental health stuff, it just runs in the family. Now that I'm on my own and really just trying to work on myself and my mental health. I mean, I have a long way to go still. I'm 50 years old and I'm still messed up in ways that people couldn't even imagine. And I do my best, you know, I do my best. Oh man, I'm full. I look at this, what's left, and it's not a lot of this burger left of this barbecue beef sandwich. There's like 2 pieces of katsu and just a little sprinkling of fries, but I'm gonna stop. Oh goodness. Man, I get so reflective about my life, my history and whatnot. But there's not a whole lot of what ifs. You know, if I'd have done this, maybe this would have been this. And it's like, why bother? I mean, it's the past, it's history, and it's never going to change. You know, what I have to do now is change myself and how I think on things and how I react to things, and don't dwell on the past. Don't worry about the future. I have to just stay right here in this moment and do what I do. But anyway, you guys, I love you very much. Thank you for spending time with me. Oh man, I'm looking forward to sharing a few fun things with you guys very soon. Love you. Bye. See you next time.